Hello students, in last video we discussed about the definition of units, then types of units and some important physical properties of the substances. Then in this video we learn about some important laws of a chemical combination. During a chemical reaction or a chemical process, a substance or many substances react together and form products. This process of combination of substance or compounds is governed by some important laws. And today we will discuss about these laws of a chemical combination. Out of this, the first law is a law of conservation of mass. The first law is a law of conservation of mass. A French scientist, conducted or carried out number of experiments on a combustion of a substance. This scientist, is also known as or called as a father of modern chemistry. In this conversion experiment, he observed that the weight or a mass of product is always greater. For example, when he studied the combustion reaction of phosphorus with oxygen, the product of the combustion, that is burning in the air, have more mass. A product for has more or higher mass than this of phosphorus. He observed that the increased mass of phosphorus is equal to the mass of oxygen lost during the process. In combustion experiment, Lavoisier observed that the mass of phosphorus increase is equal to, or gain in mass of phosphorus is equal to a loss in a mass of oxygen during the burning process. And on these observations, he proposed the law known as law of conservation of mass. The law of conservation of mass can be stated as during a chemical process or during a combination of a matter, a mass is neither created nor destroyed. The law can be stated as during a chemical combination of any matter, a mass is neither created or nor destroyed. That is, the mass of reaction before reaction is always equal to the mass of product for after the reaction. Hence, mathematically, we can say that for a chemical reaction, a total mass of a reactant is equal to total mass of a product. During any chemical reactions, the total mass of reactant is always equal to total mass of products. For example, we can consider the reaction of a combination between hydrogen plus oxygen. Hydrogen plus oxygen to form or to give a water. The mass of hydrogen is equal to 2 grams. Mass of single oxygen atom is equal to 16 grams. And mass of water H2O is equal to 18 grams. Hence, 18 grams is equal to 18 grams. This is the proof for the statement of law of conservation of mass. क्या मतलब statement like काय मतलब आपण during a chemical combination or during the combination of matter, a mass is neither created nor destroyed. Mathematically, we can say that total mass of reactant is always equal to total mass of products. For an example, when hydrogen gas reacts with oxygen, water molecule will form. That is hydrogen plus oxygen. A formation of water. Mass of hydrogen H2 2 grams, oxygen 60 grams. That the total mass of reactant is equal to 18 grams and total mass of water is also equal to 18 grams. Hence, the law of conservation of mass is explained or verified by this example. आपण आणखी एखादं एक्झाम्पल घेऊ शकतोय की फॉर एक्झाम्पल हायड्रोजन combines with oxygen to form H2O, hydrogen peroxide. Hydrogen peroxide. That is 2 grams of hydrogen combines with 32 grams of oxygen. Gives hydrogen peroxide. grams. And hence, 34 grams is equal to 34. This second example also give the proof for first law, that is law of conservation of power. It is a very simple but a basic law for the combination of a compounds or a matter. इथून पुढे नेहमी लक्षात ठेवायचं आहे की during every chemical reaction mass can neither created not destroyed. That is, total mass of reactor is always equal to total mass of product. ही दोन एक्झाम्पल इथं आपण घेतली. त्यापेक्षा वेगळे एक्झाम्पल तुम्ही मेन्शन करू शकता टू एक्सप्लेन to give the proof for this law of conservation of mass. Okay. We will see another important law of a chemical combination, which is law of definite proportion or law of definite composition. Okay. This is another important law for the combination of the law is known as a law of a definite proportion in some time. This law is also called as law of a definite composition. The law of definite proportion is also known as a law of a definite composition. This law was proposed by a French scientist Proust. He proposed that any pure chemical compounds or any pure chemical compound, irrespective of its source or a method of preparation, any pure compound. For example, we can say that water, H2O. What are the different sources of water? We can obtain water from rain. Then we can obtain water from well, pond, dams, etc., rivers, etc., etc. Or chemically, we can prepare this water by a combination of hydrogen and oxygen. That is, these are the different sources of a single water molecule. A pure water molecule always contains only hydrogen as well as oxygen. Any pure chemical compound, irrespective of its source or method of preparation, contains same elements. A pure chemical compounds always contain same elements. That is, water contain only hydrogen and oxygen. Sodium chloride, when it is in the pure form, it contains only sodium as well as chlorine. That is, pure chemical compound always contain same elements. These same elements combines with each other in a simple fixed proportion by their weights. In fixed proportion by their weights. की आपण थोडंसं रिव्हर्स मॅनेजमेंट केलं. सुरुवातीला आपण एक्सप्रेशन बघितलं की वॉटर ऑलवेज कंटेन ओनली हायड्रोजन अँड ऑक्सिजन. दॅट इज वॉटर ऑलवेज कंटेन सेम एलिमेंट हायड्रोजन एज वेल एज ऑक्सिजन. एनी प्युअर केमिकल कंपाउंड्स कंटेन सेम एलिमेंट्स. The same elements can combine with one another in a fixed proportion by weight. And hence, this law of a definite proportion can be stated as. That's a statement of something, a statement. Any pure chemical compounds always contains same elements to a definite proportion by weights irrespective of its source or a method of preparation. Once again, the law can be stated as any pure chemical compounds always contain same element to a definite proportion by weight irrespective of its source or a method of preparation. For example, we can explain this law with some examples. For example, a water molecule can be obtained from various sources. And this water molecule from all different sources contains 11.11% of hydrogen and 89.89% of oxygen. Any sample of water always contains 11.11% of hydrogen and 89.89% by weight of oxygen. असाच वेगवेगळे एक्झाम्पल्स तुम्ही घेऊ शकता. In ammonia, the weight of hydrogen is 70 point something, and the percentage by weight of hydrogen 100 minus 70. तुम्ही कॅल्क्युलेट करू शकता की अमोनियामध्ये आपल्याला जे काही पर्सेंटेज मिळतं फिक्स पर्सेंटेज बाय वेट ऑफ हायड्रोजन अँड fixed percentage by weight of nitrogen combined together to form ammonia molecule. This is also a very simple but a basic law for the chemical combination of a matter. Every pure chemical compound always contains same elements to definite proportion by weights irrespective of its source or a method of preparation. We will see another important law for a chemical combination.